Hey everybody, Film Brown here, at the Movies with Film. You know, we try to bring you the best in fare. You know, we really go out there and try to bring you the best stuff in science fiction and horror and cult films and things like that. Sometimes we get a reputation, and some of the films that we show, well, people think of them as being bad. Well, a lot of ways to think about what is bad, and things aren't necessarily bad that are bad, and I think that there are some things that are bad, and unfortunately the films that we're showing tonight are pretty bad. Is it Ed Wood? No. Is it Jerry Warren? No. I like Jerry Warren. You know, I'd like to meet him. I mean, I think he's a fantastic filmmaker. But who is it? Richard E. Cunha. The great Hawaiian filmmaker, I always say. Okay, here's a guy, I mean, he spends some time in the Army working on films and stuff like that, comes over here, and he makes a bunch of movies, right? And he makes them all in 1958, and we're showing two of his films. We're showing the Giant from the Unknown and the Missile to the Moon. Now, Cunha's films stink royal. They're horrible. They're just Cunha. I wonder what that's all about. Did you see that? Cunha on an elevator. I've heard about curses. And you know, you don't want to talk about the gods of the curse. And here I am talking about Cunha being one of the worst filmmakers of all time. He was. I can't lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. I never lie to you about that kind of stuff. Cunha. Hawaii. Why couldn't they send a better guy? You know, other countries, you know, when they say, you know, we get the Uyghurs and the immigrants that come over from Germany during the Nazi era. We get Fritz Lang and folks like that, the Siadmaks. And who do we get? Cunha. Ugh, it stinks. Now, you know, like I was talking about earlier, you know, people talk about worst filmmakers of all time, you know, and I can see Ed Wood, you know, and Jerry Warren and stuff, but nobody talks about Cunha. He sucks. He stinks. Big time. Now, the first film that we're going to be seeing is this, well, Giant from the Unknown. Well, actually, it's not so unknown. Okay, these guys dig up this guy and kind of revive this big giant guy up in these caves, and they figure it out pretty good. He's not unknown at all. The film itself is shot by, and here's a double whammy for you. Cunha started out as a cinematographer. He during the war, he was a camera guy, and then he started doing commercials and stuff like that. And so he did the cinematography on this. Now we know some guys who do the cinematography on the film. Oh, like Mario Bava did the cinematography on most of his own stuff. Good. In this case, bad. Cunha should have been relying on somebody else. This guy doesn't know how to put a film together. And again, this is one of the great wacky films from 1958. This guy must have had out a calendar, you know, like he goes, this is my year, gotta get everything done because I might be dying the next year. No, he didn't. Okay, he lived a lot longer, but he didn't do anything else of worth after these films. So, I don't know. Let's Cunha! The curse! Cunha! Cunha! You know, what is he? He's after me. I don't think he can find me down here. I don't know what the deal is here. Everywhere I go, this Cunha thing keeps popping up. You think he's bugged that I'm trashing his films? I couldn't think so. I don't believe in that kind of stuff. But I'm going to hide in here, and I think I'm pretty safe in here. So let me talk a little bit about this guy. Now, 1958 was his big year, and he made 4 films that year. Okay, Giant from the Unknown was one. The other one that we're showing tonight also is Missile to the Moon, which is sort of a rip-off type of film from Fire Maidens from Outer Space, where these guys take a rocket to the moon, and it's inhabited by a bunch of pretty women. Got to give them some credit for that kind of thing. So Cunha, if you're around, I give you a little thumbs up on that. Okay, it's not too bad. It's not as good as Fire Maidens from Outer Space. I mean, that's better. I mean, that might bug him a little bit, maybe. But he also did Frankenstein's Daughter that year. Boy, busy. And She Creature. Whoa! Man alive, talk about putting all your eggs into one big basket. Well, 1958's it. And then when you tear that page off, it's like, oh, done everything I can do in my whole life. That's it. Might as well just sit back and collect all the money. He's not going to collect no money. These films really kind of stinko. Terrible. They feel kind of not around. I feel kind of a force kind of getting into me. I feel kind of like ah! Oh, Cunha. Cunha, I see you. I'm not running away anymore. What do you want from me? Are you upset because I've trashed your films? I'm sorry. I can't lie. Maybe I can. I think you make great movies. I think your movies are really, I can't say it. They really stink. What do you want from me? You want penance? You want me to die? I mean, all your films came out in 1 year. What can I do about it? 1958. 58. I'm 58. I'm 58. Cunha. 58. Is this the end of... Dang. This Cunha curse is getting me down. What do you do when you're cursed? I mean, I can't go to an emergency, get somebody to help me and tell them that I'm 58 and that the films were made in 1958 and somehow I've got this ick. I think they just would kick me out of there. So what I need is a real witch doctor. I need Watubi. I need Watubi to lift the curse from me.
Hey, I can do that. What happened?
I've been down talking. Well, I've been just talking about Cunha and.
No, you dishonored his name.
I was trying to.
And that's what brought this curse upon you.
Well, we're showing him on the air. That should make him happy.
Yeah, but talking bad about the family, that's not right.
Well, I never talked about his kids. I just talked about
It's
him.
the family name.
Oh.
But there is one person that can lift this curse from you, and it's me. You're lucky I know how to do this.
Okay, well, let's get on with it, 'cause I'm just getting tired of this. I want to be able to talk about Cunha without any sense of just feeling like he's around.
This is a coconut pirate.
Okay, what do I do with it?
You just look at it. Hold on, I got this potion.
It's not doing me any good.
Just stare into his eye.
I'm looking.
Try this. It's a mixture of
Yeah?
old herbs, spices.
What?
Hey, you gotta drink at least a bit. Yeah. There you go.
No, that's terrible.
Now keep looking in the eye.
I'm looking in the eyeball.
Do this dance to save you.
Okay. Cunha, leave me alone. Okay. This is This guy's starting to look better to me here, I'll tell you that.
Don't talk. Look into the eyes.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm not supposed to talk here.
How do you feel?
Did that do it?
Yeah.
Better do it again. I think I have a feeling it's coming back on me. I'm feeling better. I think I can. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank-
Work?
I think so.
knew it would.
You can have that back.
Yeah, I need this.
I don't think that this thing is going to bug me again. I think I'm going to go out and praise Cunha.
Yes.
Praise Cunha. Great and wonderful Cunha. I like him. Oh, great Cunha. Oh, sometimes I have to have the mote taken from my eyes. You know, that I don't see things correctly. I mean, for years I didn't like Otto Preminger. You know, but finally, in looking at his stuff, I like Otto Preminger. I think he's a great filmmaker. Can't try that with Ron Howard. Forget that. But Cunha, oh, I think I've come to a revelation. Cunha, great. I mean, think about all the great things that he's done. He did 4 films in 1 year. In 1958, he made those 4 films, and he was the cameraman on a lot of those. He was the cinematographer, so he was like an auteur, like that kind of thing. And he worked with some really interesting, great Bob Steele and folks like that, Ed Kemmer. He worked with a lot of great folks in his films, and he must have had him live at his house for a year, and things. I don't think he had him. You know, he's not no Mario Bava. No. He's not. He's not even a Jerry Warren. He didn't do anything like Man Beast or anything like that. He didn't do anything as great as an on-screen massage record type of thing. He's not too good. Cunha sucks.